So we play Amulet, play Bounce Land, float, leaving one floating to play an Azusa that we pack for. Land would only be up to 5 mana. So we actually cannot Titan here. Next turn we can pack for Dryad, play Bounce Land, Titan, and maybe just kill our opponent with Valakut. So I guess that's going to be the plan. Hello and welcome everybody. We are back here for round 3 with the list you see on screen. We have started off 0-2, which is not the most amazing start in the world. So hopefully we can battle back here and get some of those wins that we're looking for. But if not, at the very least we've gained some information, gained a little bit of entertainment. At least we got to play some Magic, and let me know what you think about this list, and if you have had any experience with Karn in the more recent meta, and let me know what you think. Yeah, with that, let's just jump straight into the match. Alrighty, we have our match, so let's hop on in here. On the play, love it, playing against Cypress 223. Don't know if that's any particular person I should recognize, but we do have a turn 2 Explore kind of hand here. It's a little slow. It is a little slow, but we have Castle Garenbrig to speed it up. We have Explore for a redraw. We can pack for a 3-drop on turn 3 here if we need to. I don't know. I mean, if we're playing against something very fast, then we might regret keeping this hand, but we'll see. I'm going to give it a shot. Leading off on this Valakut, I suppose. We can fetch for a basic forest on turn 2, Explore, and then have an untapped Castle Garenbrig later on, perhaps. I don't mind that. If we draw an Amulet, I would 100% play Amulet and then Bounce Land, leaving the Bounce Land and play an Explore. Didn't, though. That's alright. Our opponent played turn 1 Forgotten Cave, the red cycle land. I know that sometimes Mono Red Prowess plays Forgotten Cave, but I'm not sure what else would be playing Forgotten Cave. Maybe Dredge? It's possible we're playing against a Dredge deck. I'm not sure. I think it's still just going to be right to slam this Explore here. And I'm going to go ahead and get this Sanctuary into play. We have Titan 2 turns from now, assuming we don't just pack for something this upcoming turn, which perhaps we won't have to. It would be nice if we could just naturally draw a Dryad off the top. We see Sacred Foundry. Thrilling Discovery. So this is one of the new cards. 2 mana, you may gain 2, or you gain 2 life. You may discard 2 cards if you do draw 3 cards. So of course this is going to allow our opponent to discard a couple of Dredge cards and dredge a lot of things into their graveyard. Basically, copies of Cathartic Reunions 5 through 8. Very good for our opponent's deck, obviously. Interesting. Amulet. I think that leaves us one short of getting Titan into play this turn. If we had Grazer... Oh, wait, we do have Grazer. We actually might be able to put Titan into play right now. We could play Azusa, land. Yeah, either Azusa or Grazer does let us... No. We'd be one short because we have to play the Amulet. That's so awkward. So we play Amulet, play Bounce Land, float, leaving one floating to play an Azusa that we pack for. Land would only be up to 5 mana. So we actually cannot Titan here. That said, we are still going to play the Amulet. I think we might as well just go ahead and throw this Garenbrig down as well. And then next turn we can pack for Dryad, play Bounce Land, Titan, and maybe just kill our opponent with Valakut. So I guess that's going to be the plan. Hey, I called Dredge on the Forgotten Cave, though. I don't know, maybe that's not super impressive to anybody. Maybe Forgotten Cave is just obviously Dredge. Let me know if you would agree with that. Let's see if our opponent has the second Thrilling Discovery or Cathartic Reunion here. They might. Oh, they're just casting Ox. Okay. I think we can kill our opponent with Valakut here if we're not just dead, so... We might just be dead. Kind of doubt that. Alright, we'll yield through this turn. Okay, so we're not dead. Can we do 28 points of damage? So... Oh, second Amulet almost guarantees that we have lethal here. So we play second Amulet, pack for Dryad, play Dryad, leaving a mana floating, play Bounce Land, play Titan, We still have a land remaining, so we can just attack, or we can haste off of Valakut plus the Stronghold, and then get lethal damage off of a bunch of Valakut triggers plus a fetch land post combat. So I think that this works. Let's see. We have to use one land drop to play the Dryad, actually, so it may not. Maybe if we play 2 Titans and attack with both, that would be strange. So we play Titan. We search for any 2 lands, including a bounce land and something else. Play second Titan. Haste both. Yeah, I think we can attack with 2 Titans here. Starts by playing out a Gruul Turf. 5 to make sure we don't have any yields. The second amulet made this turn far more complex than it originally would have been. That is alright, though. We'll activate, leaving a red and a white floating. And we will pick up, I guess, just the Garen Brig. Do we want to pack for a Dryad? I don't think we need to. We'll start by playing a Titan. Actually, maybe packing for Dryad would have given us enough Valakut triggers. I don't know. 16 plus 16 is 32, minus the 3 our opponent can absorb is 29. So I think just double Titan and attack with them is good enough. We'll get Simic Growth Chamber and Tolaria West, I suppose. Of course, we're not going to be transmuting here, though. We're just going to be packing for a second Titan. We... Is it possible for us to get a Dryad into play here before we Titan? So we play Dryad, leaving... So we currently have 5, 6, 7, 8 floating. Play Dryad down to 5. Play land. Say it's a... Oh, we don't have a bounce land in hand. So the maximum we could get is up to 7 mana, which only lets us haste 1 Titan. Alright, I think we're just playing another Primeval Titan into play here. Oh, wait. We want to leave the red and white floating. There we go. Yep. Let's search for... I guess it doesn't have to be Garrison, but Garrison plus Stronghold. Yeah, Garrison plus Stronghold. We're just overcomplicating everything here. No reason to do anything crazy. 2 double striking Titans attacking is probably good enough, I would think. Let's float the mana here. We'll haste this one. Untap. We'll haste this one. We'll pick up just the Stronghold, I guess. Go to combat. Swing both. Yes. Here we'll get Tolaria West and Valakut, and the second one can get Selesnya Sanctuary and Sunhome, and that should be enough. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Should be good. Alright, let's search here for the Sunhome and a white source. Untap. Float. Sunhome this guy. Untap. Sunhome this guy. And we'll pick up the Tolaria West, I suppose. Pretty sure this is lethal. Alright. Did more than we had to there. Just had to put some Titans into play and attack. No big deal. Alright, so we're going to want Rex Sage in case our opponent has Blood Moon. Actually, let me take a second to look up real quick one of the new Dredge lists to see what we're up against. Alright, so we're looking at Thrilling Discovery Dredge here. Splashing white, of course. And in the sideboard, at least in this list, which 7-0'd a modern challenge taking first place, I'm not seeing anything like Blood Moon in the sideboard. I do see some potential interaction for like our Dryads or Amulets, like Ancient Grudge, Nature's Claim, Lightning Axe, that kind of thing. But as far as Blood Moon effects, I'm thinking maybe there's not any to worry about. Yeah, I'm not seeing Blood Moon appearing, really. So maybe we don't need to worry about Blood Moon. So maybe we just hang tight on the Rex Sage here. We could potentially bring in Baloth. I think it's a little slow. Honestly, maybe the only things we really want to play around are Blood Moon. So let's bring in the Forces and the Sage. We'll cut Explore because it's a bit slow here. Yeah. Might as well play around Blood Moon while we can. I don't see a reason not to. And of course, we have Karn here to get Tormod's Crypt. Of course, as I say that, we immediately have a turn 2 Dryad, turn 3 Titan, or turn 3 Karn hand. So we're definitely going to keep this. Alright, let's get this Amulet into play. We even have a basic Forest here to help us play around a Blood Moon type effect. And that way, if our opponent does have a Blood Moon, we could still be able to pact for Rex Sage and do that. See if our opponent has that Ancient Grudge that we looked at before. Looks like it could just be a Thrilling Discovery, perhaps. Yep. Alright. They do get to gain 2 life off of this. I wonder how relevant that is. If it's ever frequently relevant or not. Looks like our opponent has not put anything into play from the graveyard just yet, which is nice for us, so we're not going to be facing down any kind of board state. So let's get this Dryad into play, I do suppose. And I guess we just put down the Talari West. Don't see why not, and pass it back. I wonder if we can play Karn and Primeval Titan this upcoming turn. Our opponent dredges a Creeping Chill. Alright. They can play Ox from their graveyard and continue to go crazy over there. I think we could potentially just kill our opponent from 24, assuming they don't find any more Creeping Chills. Using Valakut, of course, although we do have the Vestige in play, which is a little strange. I guess we'd have to leave a red floating, get Valakut and the haste land, and then haste that way. Our opponent does get their Ox into play here. We've been very lucky to draw good hands for this matchup, I would say. There is a Narcomoeba in the yard, but not seeing it coming back, which is kind of strange. Right, I think we just have lethal here. Let's see, so if we play land, leave red floating, Titan, Valakut, and Slayer Stronghold activate for attacking for 8. Attack, you get second Valakut, Vesuva copy Valakut. That would be 3 Valakuts times 2 lands entering is 6 triggers, is 18 damage. Plus the 8 from our Titan is 24. We can make it 26 with attacking with the Dryad as well. So -3 is 23. So it looks like we're 1 point short here, actually. What if... I guess in that case, we just use Valakut to kill their creatures and Bajuka Bog. So maybe get Valakut on the Titan ETB. Is there a way to leave an extra land in play? We play Gruul Turf, float with the Vestige, pick up the Vestige, play Vestige. That's 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we would have to get... We wouldn't be able to get Valakut on our haste, which is kind of strange. 3... No, that would be 7. Okay, no, we actually have enough Valakut triggers if we pick up the Vestige and put it back into play. So here's how it starts. We float here, and we'll just float a green here just for posterity. And now we play the Vestige. And this should leave us with enough lands in play. So that our Valakut will be triggered in a couple seconds. Valakut plus the Stronghold. And we can tap for a mana of any color with the Valakut thanks to our Dryad, so don't need to worry about that. And this lets us send some triggers at their blockers and at their face on the Titan ETB, which we didn't have prior. So now we can search for second Valakut Sorry for my phone stuff. We can search for second Valcut and Vesuva, copying Valcut, and just go for lethal here. So, yep. Valcut and Vesuva, copy Valcut. We'll save targets upstairs. Put some amulet triggers on the stack. And always, yes, a couple of new Valcuts. And click yes, and that should be the game. Yep. Well, that was a very fast match. We even drew Karn, but didn't have to use it. So, seems like despite the printing of Thrilling Discovery, Dredge is still a good matchup, especially when you draw as well as I did. So, that's cool. Didn't have to use Bajuka Bog or Tormod's Crypt even one single time. Just Dryad Valakut gets there, I guess. Yeah, so at least we've picked up our first win. Our comeback is slowly but surely starting. Yeah, hopefully you learned something from that. Hopefully that it wasn't super confusing how I arrived at the line that I did. I don't know if I explained it very well, but I will see you guys in the next match. This is Redface Menace, signing off.